Ben Ashworth, lead physio for British Judo. Spend most of my time working here at Dartford with funded players on the performance programme, but I also travel away with the squad. So I go to some of the major competitions, the Worlds, the European Championships, and obviously ultimately to the Olympics in 2012. Well, we try and take as much of a proactive role as possible. And we try and control the things we can control and make sure that these guys have individual programs to try and work on their weak areas and strengthen those as much as possible. But ultimately, with a sport like judo, it's such an open sport with so many variables, and people are trying to throw each other off balance and launch each other through the air. So, ultimately, it's difficult to say you can prevent all injuries happening. So you've got to react well, and we, on a weekly basis, over a larger number of injuries than quite a few of the Olympic sports. We'll try and screen players every 6 months and identify some areas that they can work on. And we'll work with those players around those sessions. Sometimes because of the number of players we've got, we have to filter them in through the strength and conditioning work that they do, or they put in some specific preventative work before a session on the month. For me, it's a sport that before I came into the role 18 months ago, I didn't have a great understanding of. So that's been huge in terms of working with coaches, understanding the demands of the sport, and getting them that side to try and be around, to learn, to understand, but to also involve the coaches as much as possible in the rehab process. Not making any assumptions, bringing in any of my experiences, but to work as a collective team. And often the unit there is the player, the coach, and the strength coach.